Hi everybody and welcome back. Our next guest is a regenerative lifestylist and a magical enchantress, and after hardships found herself to Ayurvedic practices and permaculture, which led her to adapt to new lifestyles and a paradigm shift, which allowed her to have healing principles and transform herself from a degenerative lifestyle to a regenerative lifestyle. So please help me welcome Angie Rainbow G. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Ms. Raina.
That's okay. So tell me about this. This is very interesting. When I first met you, I was like, what is a regenerative lifestyle? What is that?
Right.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I get that question a lot. And so the first thing that I like to invite people to think about is, what does regenerative mean? What does that actual word mean? So to you, what does that word mean to you?
That means probably to make whole or make healthy and stuff like that. So
yeah, to renew,
yes.
Regenerate, to revitalize.
Yes.
So I basically started with myself. I literally started with a place in my life where I did not know how to eat healthy, and in that way, I gained a lot of weight. So a lot of people don't believe me when I tell them that I was like 40 pounds overweight and my face was completely full of acne. And
Absolutely.
My hormones were completely out of whack. I felt stressed. I felt really insecure. So my relationships suffered a lot as well. So, I didn't sleep well and I wasn't doing what I loved at the time because I didn't believe in my power. So that's what I call degenerative. That's when your lifestyle is eating you alive and you feel almost like you're living in death.
Absolutely. And so many of us in this culture are that way. I mean, we go outside, there's McDonald's at every corner where, we think that, pop and all these other things are healthy for us, and then we fool ourselves into thinking, well, if I'm eating this because we're told by, our system that, certain things are healthy. And so we can get very easily into a predicament where we become out of balance and degenerative, as you say.
Exactly. So what I did, when I hit my lowest point in this degenerative way of living, I couldn't take it anymore. I felt like it was either I continued going down the spiral or I did something about it, or I would die. I would perish, literally. Those were my two options. So I was like, I really need to do something, So I began to empower myself by learning about health. And, I started out by learning about nutrition, basic principles of nutrition, basic principles of exercising more. And, one thing took me to the next. And by the time I knew it, I was going down a rabbit hole where I could never turn back, and that's how it went. I started studying to become a personal fitness coach. Oh, nice. And so that took me into yoga, and I became, a certified yoga teacher. And, from yoga, I discovered Ayurveda, which Ayurveda is the broader umbrella of yoga. Yoga is only one piece of Ayurveda, and it's like the physical therapy aspect of Ayurveda. But Ayurveda is so much more broader. And then after that, I also got into permaculture, which is permanent culture. And how can we live in a way that we can permanently live on this planet without destroying it? So is very interesting.
Is permaculture an idea or is it like a way of living? Because a lot of people I'm sure are unfamiliar with that term.
It's actually a design science.
Okay.
And so, there's actually like a step protocol of how do you apply permaculture design to a living establishment. And what I've taken is the permaculture design principles of designing a sustainable, ecological society and community, and I've taken those principles to apply to the design of our lifestyle. So how can we apply regenerative design principles to live in a way that is in alignment and in harmony with the laws of nature.
Well, I think that's amazing because, our way of thinking is we go on diets and we don't realize that health is a lifestyle change. It's a way of being. It's not just the food we consume. It's the way we thought, the way we think, the way we feel, the way we act towards others, the way we act towards ourselves. And it's this whole idea of concept. But in our culture, again, we like to say, okay, well, I just need to lose weight. If I lose weight, everything's going to work for me. If I get healthy, everything's going to pan out for me. And so let's take a pill, let's go on a weight loss, and then we go right back to our habits. And I think that's what's amazing about what you do is because it shifts, as you say, it's a paradigm shift of the whole consciousness and moving towards a greater good.
Exactly.
So So what is this magical enchantress?
Yeah,
I like the sound of that. What
that's
is that?
another one of my passions. And so with Magical Enchantress, right now I am creating a non-for-profit organization, and we are actually going to be a registered church, and I'm so excited about it.
Wow.
And you could find that at Eco Rainbow Goddesses on Facebook. And basically, this is like my love child, because we are bringing back our goddess culture. And what that really means is that we are empowering the divine feminine through wild elemental living and also elemental medicinals. So we're rediscovering the healing powers of the earth being the feminine principle of manifestation. And we are also empowering living in our bodies feeling good, because we have been denied of feeling good in our physicality for too long. And so it is time for us as human beings and as human spirits embodied in a physical vessel to remember what that is and to do it in a sacred form. So we have transformational retreats, nomadic travel experiences, and events, seasonal events to celebrate all the different changing of the seasons. We're having our Yule Lodge Fest that's coming right up next weekend, celebrating the New Year's. And every seasonal gate, we have something new to present to our participants and supporters.
Yeah. Our society, talks, like even with me, I grew up in a bad area in Chicago, and, whether you're a female or male, it was all about gains, it was all about being tough, and and I got disconnected from a lot. And especially I got disconnected not only from myself, but that feminine aspect, because whether you're female or male, we all have masculine, we all have feminine qualities in us and energies, and the trick is to learn to work in both. But, we deny that, and even in our culture, like I play softball, and it's, and it's such a dominated society where they push that aspect out of us. Right. And so teach us. So you don't just reach. I would assume you reach males as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Even though we are a woman-centered organization where our goal is to empower the feminine spirit, we are speaking the feminine spirit within male and masculine, because what's happened is that we have a very masculine excess in today's world where everything is about doing and getting and achieving and just being on point, but without stopping to smell the roses, to remember our senses. And so that's the divine feminine that we want to remind males and females about, because even females are operating under a very male operation like in their lives. So this is for everyone and for children too. So at our event, we have women, we have children, we have guys to join us. And it's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful and ecstatic experience and celebration of life and nature.
Like it. It's very important for us to be able to tap into that side. I think it's great that you do this. And like I got to say, ever since I met you, your energy is captivating. You have a beautiful smile. You just captivate. And the Magical Enchantress is just, it fits you. So how can people get a hold of you if they want to reach out to you?
Absolutely. People can actually reach me right now to my website, where I have all of my regenerative lifestylist information, and I actually want to gift a free intro session to any of our viewers today who would like to learn more about how they can create this regenerative lifestyle for themselves. And so that website is www.permaculture, Perma, Perma, culture, culture, hyphen, yogi, yogi.com. So that's my website. And of course, our guests could find me on Facebook. I'm really like a Facebook person. I have Instagram and I definitely update it, but Facebook is always my first thing. So you can find me at Angie Rainbow G. That's for finding me. You could find me at Permaculture Yogi on Facebook. That's for my regenerative lifestyle design. And if you want to know more about the magical enchantress and that side of the non-for-profit organization, which we're also going to be a church, Eco Rainbow Goddesses. So those are the 3 places they can find me.
Thank you so much, Angie, for joining us. And we'll be right back after these messages.